This is my tea.
Shuck it, duck it. What's up,
Good
girl?
evening, people.
What's going on?
Heat. It's
It's
the
hot. It's hot, but what did you expect? Did you expect it to be cool? This is the summer. This is June.
yeah, yeah.
This is
I wish that
June.
I lived in. I was thinking about moving to North Dakota. They still have snow over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot there also, and then you're gonna be snowed in a bunch. You'll be miserable. You ain't gonna be around nobody you want to be around. So
Well,
don't
I'm
don't
not
don't
around nobody I want to be around over here.
don't move somewhere thinking that you're gonna have it better. Like Charlie Brown said, if you think the grass is greener on the other side, when you move, be able to pay the water bill. So you got to be able to pay the water bill. Sherry, you could go to Brand and put up the um, All Black Media on the logo. Um, but there you go. And the Rabble's on the Rabble.
Got it. Well, it
Hmm,
was there for a minute. There it is.
there you go. Okay. We we got a few topics. It's just me and you tonight for some reason. Robert is out. He had some things he had to handle. He'll probably pop in. Jamar is at an event for Juneteenth, I believe. Bernard is down in Miami with his job. He was just on break and had to go back to work because they got 40 basketball courts inside the arena down there for all the high school athletes across the country. And Tiffany, she's the new commissioner in Athens, and we haven't seen her but 1 week after that. So she must be getting ready. So,
Yeah.
and Charlie Brown will be back in a few weeks.
When are they going to
Um,
be confirmed? When is she going to be confirmed? I
I
mean,
don't think it probably starts till January.
oh, okay.
So she has 6 months before she take her seat.
Well, Tiffany, there's no excuse for you not to be on. I'm just saying, you know. I mean, your job did
well,
not start immediately.
well, it's just me and you. It was just gonna be me here, so I don't have a problem with doing anything that I have to do. When we finish, we finish. Whether it's
Okay.
if we finish in an hour, it'll be an hour show.
Hey, hey,
So, uh,
it's good.
that's good.
It's
I
all
can go and
good.
try to get something to eat. So we're
Hey,
gonna run through it. If they get on, they get on. If they don't, then we're just gonna our 6, 7 subjects and have a discussion about them. First
I
thing
do
up
have
is
I do want to uh add a subject or two. I want to talk about Juneteenth
okay.
and
And I don't know
your
why I didn't have Juneteenth on here.
yeah.
So we can talk about Juneteenth right now if you want. Let's go with
What,
Juneteenth.
what is okay? So I live here in Houston, right down the street from Galveston, where Juneteenth actually started, and and I'm around the people, the descendants of the slaves that were slow to leave slavery. So I always say that
Hey,
I
Dr. Jones.
understand. I understand why um, when you meet the black people over here, you'll understand why it took them 2 extra years to find out that that slavery wasn't a thing anymore. I mean, because the black people over here are so strange and they really still, I mean, I thought that people in Savannah had that slave mentality, but the people over here, oh my God, it is sad.
You would think that it wouldn't be since it's closer to California. Y'all all the way out there in Texas on the west side. On that side of the country.
No, they
Really?
the they have been conditioned. They have been conditioned, and that's the reason why they don't rock the boat over here.
Wow.
We in Savannah, black people in Savannah, we rock the boat. We challenge the status quo, all of that. But the black people over here, they're well, well, that's just the way it is. Oh, and to hear them talk, you just want to scratch out your eyes, pull off your ears. It's just craziness. I'm
Wow.
like, let me
Uh,
hurry up and get my son from out of here.
you would think
Yeah,
that would be a proactive advocate advocacy type state in Texas. But I was wondering, because a while back Texas was ran by Democrats, and then for the longest it's been ran by Republicans.
Republicans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
And
Diane.
hey,
Yeah. So
Diane.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to they don't want to rock the boat. And then even the Mexicans that are coming over, um you know they they more mesh with the white thought, the Republican thought, you know even though the Republicans don't even want them here. you know, but they'll take them for their votes. But they try to mesh with the white thought here. But
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know. I felt some kind of way when they gave us Juneteenth when we were demanding police reform. You remember, we were asking for police reform, but they pacified us with this this federal holiday. I mean, and I would rather my son be able to drive um without the fear of being killed for a headlight, or you know for improper seatbelt or whatever, than for them to give us this meaningless holiday. I mean, because if you think about it, we are still not out of slavery. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how I feel. So
Well, it's some people that are not out of slavery. They have that same mentality that they don't want to buck the system. That and you can't change anything unless you stand up. A man can't ride your back if you're standing up. They can only ride your back when you've been down. So it's uh, a lot of places in this country that still have those sects where uh, those people are scared to challenge the system. And, I guess we just built different. People here, I guess we've been
yeah,
rode so long that we just got tired of bending over. We standing up now. So I
yeah,
just think that
yeah.
everybody need to be that way. Mhm.
you know.
Okay.
And here it is. They didn't take the lynching. I mean, they gave us Juneteenth, but then they didn't make it illegal for us to be. I mean, they didn't make it a federal illegal thing. The anti-lynching bill until what, about 5 months ago, right?
Hmm.
You know,
Well,
so
everything for
how
us
much
is
do they
slow.
value us?
Everything to come for us that's good is to be slow. They know that we're not going to get up in arms. We're not going to fight for anything. We're not going to do anything, boycott anything, sit out anything. We're just not going to do it. We're not that united. We got
Mm-mm.
Juneteenth Savannah here Saturday at the 38th Street Park, 38th and Montgomery, 38th and MLK. The park is on both sides. And I asked everybody to come out. ATR, Our Black Media, will be there with a tent, and we'll be set up, and we'll probably broadcast part of our show, the 1 o'clock hour from there. If you tune in at 12 o'clock for the Watchdogs, we'll have candidate for the first congressional district, U.S. House, Wade Herring, on for the first hour. Then the second hour, we'll be doing our event from out there at the park for Juneteenth. So y'all come out Juneteenth Saturday, and see what we got for you. We're going to go to our first subject of the night. Yashira, is gas prices going up too high? Our first subject, um, and it's a problem. Gas prices are way too high, way too high. Um, I it seems like it's been going up 10 cents every two or
Every
three
day.
days.
Hmm.
Every
and
2 or 3 days, 10 cents.
and
And
you know
I don't know, huh?
and it's no reason. It's no real reason why.
None,
you know
none.
You know,
Exxon or BP or one of those petroleum companies last quarter, this time last year, they made $2.7 billion profit.
hmm you know,
$2.7 billion profit. So what
and a
is the problem with the gas problem? This quarter they made $5 billion profit.
it,
$5 billion in profit. So you're trying to tell me they're not price gouging us?
it is price gouging. It is price gouging. But when you have a Senate that would rather see the people suffer, and because they want the people to turn against the administration, you know, I mean, the the president, they want the people to turn against the president, you know, and I understand that they are part of the administration. You know, every senator sitting up there is part of the administration. And I feel like every last one of them should be voted out, because you're not doing your job for the people. You're trying to do your job to try to get the president out of office, but keep your job. But I don't feel like any of them are doing their jobs, you know.
Well,
So I just feel like
some of them are doing their job. They're just being over talked, overshadowed by bigger names, bigger presences. So we just we got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, then uh, they're gonna run you over. My thing is,
mhm,
I think that to solve this, um, everybody need to have an electric car.
well, that's
You know,
true. But
you know.
then, you know what? I think that even with the electric car, they would find a way, you know, to make things higher. Even though uh cars don't run by electric, but I mean run by gas. Cars wouldn't run by gas then, but they'd make the cars so expensive. And
Well,
that's
that's the
that's
thing.
that's part of the reason why a lot of people hadn't gotten up with the electric cars.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people wanted that horsepower with the gas that with the engine. They don't have an engine in the electric car, so it's a lot of stuff that you won't have to do for upkeep in the electric car. I know the next car that I buy new will be an electric car. I don't care, even if it's a hybrid where
Yeah,
you got gas and electric. Um,
yeah.
I'm not going all gas ever again, because it's fossil fuel that we should have been gotten away from. Even the guy that was working on the car, and he almost had it, I heard, that to use water instead of gas. That guy, he got killed in the Buffalo shooting in the supermarket. He was in the supermarket. It was a black guy that got killed in that supermarket, and he was working on an engine that will take water. But they
Mhm.
don't want that because water, the earth is full of water, so you be getting your own gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
You have salt water in it. You have all kind of
they had a
animals
man
in it, all,
they had
tadpoles.
a man before him that was building a car that would run off of water, and mysteriously he was killed. This was
Yeah.
years and
Well,
years
think
ago.
about it.
Remember that?
Think about it. The drug companies, just like they killed Dr. Sebi, um, they don't want you to be able to cure anything. That's a
Mm-mm.
cure for gas. That's a
Yes.
Dr. Sebi had a cure for everything that was ailing us, and that hurt the pharmaceutical companies. These
Hmm.
people make billions and billions of dollars. They can put a hit on you and you be gone.
Hmm.
You know,
That's the truth.
so
That's the truth.
that's
You
just
know.
part of it. They had a manager at a gas station in Northern California, at a Shell station. he was selling the gas. He made a mistake when he punched the gas price in. He ain't look no more. He put in. He thought he put $6.95 in, but he put
69 cents in.
69 cents.
Yeah, yeah. And people had a feels day, you
Yeah,
know.
they
I
ran out
mean,
of gas pretty quick over there.
yeah.
I ain't seen
But
69-cent gas since 1975.
whoa. But this is the thing. They are hurting, they're hurting the workforce, and they're hurting the little people because um now in this workforce, a lot of the big executives and people that are kind of middle class, we work from home. So we're not going into an office. I mean, the pandemic worked out for us because a lot of us are working from home.
But
But you still have the working class, of people that's going to, the people that have to go to the courts, people, I mean, they make a little bit more money, but people that have to go into the stores and stuff like that to work, they can't afford to get to work, you
mm,
know, and
well,
that's a
well,
problem.
traffic is heavy everywhere I go, so somebody's out there burning gas. Everywhere I go, somebody's burning gas. So,
But you know what?
um,
But it but what aren't they buying to buy the gas? Because my budget used to be um I used to buy a lot of groceries. I don't do that anymore. I used to go places a lot. I don't do that anymore because I'm spending more on gas. It takes $54 to fill up my car every time I fill it up. Good, thank God I only have to fill it up every 2 weeks. But still, you know, that's double what I was paying to fill up my car.
yeah. Well, um, Biden got to do something, or it's going to hurt him.
Oh, he's
Biden
not
got to do
going
something.
back. He's not going back. He
Yeah,
is
he
not
shouldn't
going
run.
back.
He shouldn't run
Mm-mm.
because he's not forceful enough, and I don't know. We will see. As long as it ain't Trump, we're gonna get to that
Yeah.
idiot in a few minutes. Next subject is Social Security. Um, there will come a time when the person had to take bank loan just to buy gas. You're right, Ivan Cohen. There's gonna come a time when you gotta take out a bank loan just to buy gas. Next
And
subject
people
is
are taking out they said that a lot of people are taking out personal loans because they can't stay on top of this inflation of
yeah.
everything. You know,
You got to do what you got to do. Um,
exactly.
yeah,
And didn't they just go up on all of the interest rates today?
yeah,
We had the biggest,
0.75,
yeah.
biggest
So
biggest 1 day hike in 30 20 years, something like that.
yeah.
So yeah,
So
well, Social Security. Social Security is in trouble, y'all. Um, and we got some idiot Congress people that's talking idiotic. Uh, I'm wondering whether 20 to 30 years from now, for those people that are putting in so much Social Security now, will it benefit them later on? I mean, I got, I'm not, I look 36, but I'm really 60. And I got 2 years before I can get my Social Security. I got 18 months. so I hope it's around when I get ready to get mine, you know. So I don't know. Lindsey Graham said, Sandra, that the elderly should take a pay cut.
when I heard that he had said that, he's an idiot for one thing. And he's one of those people that they're disconnected from the people because he is over there in South Carolina where he has a large population of elderly people, And unfortunately, people in poverty, you know, and unfortunately, when people reach the place where they need to have social security, somehow they go into poverty. Social security ain't paying no mega billions or mega millions. It's just keeping most people afloat. And when you don't have any support, I mean, because these same elderly people, they can't get food stamps, because they don't have enough children. They don't have any children. They don't have, you know, um, but they also they have medical needs. And so they're having to sacrifice their food to pay for their medical needs and their living expenses. Out of that, maybe from $1,200 to $2,000 uh, a month. Come on, people. How they gonna take a pay cut? I can't live off of less. I couldn't live off of $2,000 a month.
So what that tells you about Lindsey Graham, senator from South Carolina, who said that the elderly should take a pay cut for Social Security as much. And what does that tell you about the Republicans who back a fool like this? It tells you one thing: they
They don't
have
care.
no heart. They
Mm-mm.
have
They
no
don't care.
compassion,
They do not
and they don't
care.
care what happens to the elderly.
Mm-mm.
They got
They care
their own retirement plans and everything. You got some
exactly.
people that have worked all their life, and all they can take care, look forward to take care of their bills is Social Security and whatever little pension they might have.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
know,
So
and you have somebody like that saying, "Oh, it's pretty much y'all need to hurry up and die." You know,
yeah,
not
exactly.
not realizing that, sir, you not no spring chicken, and you know, people like that should be very careful because money can't buy you life.
Well,
And
and I
they
mean they got the pharmaceutical companies. Um, the national poverty level is $1,100 a month. But they got the pharmaceutical companies supposed to be with all these drugs to have you live longer. So I guess Congress is gonna probably start asking them to let people die after a while, or give them the little placebos and not give them the right drugs,
Mhm.
but charge them for the right drug for the real thing, but give them something fake, and that'll kill a lot of people there also. But I guess what Congress needs to do is to stop with all these projects that they put on the rolls to vote on. It's a lot of wasteful spending to take care of friends and family, and these contracts. They just come up with stuff to spend money on when you got our elderly who are suffering that needs that type of um, funding. So thinking is a condescending collective from saltwater. Oh, okay. Um, but anyway, I guess that's they just got to be more proactive in trying to shore up Social Security in some kind of way because we can't let these people suffer. Then you'll start having older people dead in record numbers, and
Yeah.
they don't want them older people voting anyway. So I don't know. Next
I mean,
subject.
well, I mean, they where you say should they stop spending money on unimportant things? Well, we feeling salty that Ukraine is getting billions of
Yeah,
dollars
yeah,
every other week.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
God bless them, but what about our elderly? What about
And
these
that
children?
that's a good point, because the $44 billion they already gave to Ukraine, they could have used to lighten us up at the gas tank.
Exactly.
So that
Exactly.
people could say, but they don't want that. The Republicans, they got to stop letting the Republicans play hardball with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's crazy. Next subject. Um, yeah, if you're too old and poor, go ahead and die. That's the way the
Hmm.
Republicans think. Um, South Carolina and Georgia elections looking depressing. They look depressing. The numbers last night in South Carolina look bad. They didn't come out to vote in the Democratic side, but they did in the Republican side. I think it's some kind of nationwide effort by the Republicans to get out the vote, and they haven't been vocal with it and visual with it. They are surprising us at the polls for the um, primaries, and we can see it. There's no excitement on the Democratic side to get this done, to really change things in this country. We got rid of Trump. Now we got to get rid of the Republicans that were backing Trump. There ain't no sense in cutting the tail off of the snake and letting the head live. These guys are the head. Trump was the ad, was the back. So
Yeah.
all y'all did was cut off the back.
I get that, but I, like so many other Democrats, are saying, what is the point? Because you have our Democratic leaders laying down and letting the Republicans either rub their stomach or piss on their head. I don't know what's going on, but they are too timid when they get in power.
Mhm.
This Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high thing is not working, because when the Republicans' motto is, when they go high or when they go low, we gonna go lower than the carpet. We gonna stick lockstep together with each other, even in our wrongness.
Yeah.
You know, even in our wrongness, because
I believe if you slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. I believe that if you are doing something to me, then pressure has to come back to you. Um, um, Democrats are just weak at this time. They don't know how to message right. They're not getting their message out. They're taking everything for granted. I think a lot of them are just padding their pockets. Money need to be spent that isn't being spent. They're spending money on just those few when they need to be spending all the money to get these elections to go in their favor. They're not doing it.
well,
The
you know,
midterm, these numbers in the primary look bad, and yeah, we always
people
lose.
are
The White
not
House always
going to
lose.
come out
Yeah.
if what you promise you promised 2 years ago when you walked into
Mhm.
that presidency, that there were certain things that you were going to do, and and those messages have all but fallen out of your daily briefs, you know or
No,
even monthly. you know
well, I
I
mean, the
mean,
president can't do anything by itself.
well,
It
even
takes a united body of legislators and all the branches to get things done, to change things. And what Biden's problem is, he's not being vocal enough to tell us that these people are the ones holding me up. I'm trying to get this done. This is who you need to vote out of office. He's just happy being old Joe. That's all the problem.
well,
That's his problem. And
and that's the reason why the numbers are looking like they looking. And when it is midterms, for real, come November, when it's time for us to go out and really vote, people, we're not going out to vote because the things that they could have done, the things that would have only taken executive order to pass. And I know that maybe he shouldn't take the executive order, pull the executive order card all the time, Julius. But when it comes down to our voters' rights, our policing bills, things like that he could have.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of stuff it's a few things he probably could have changed with executive order, but to really have something that's long-standing, Congress needs to pass it so it will hold. Well, it will hold up in court. Executive orders are okay, but you need to really get an executive order can be overturned by another executive order. So,
but yes, but do it, and then let the Congress look bad if they overturn it.
Well, yeah.
Let the next president look bad if he overturns it. What would be your motivation for not wanting to protect your people? Coming in contact with police officers. What would be your motivation for not wanting to give everybody an equal chance at the voting polls? And all of this gerrymandering and all of this type of stuff. What would be your motivation for that?
Well, what we got to do is worry about whether the Dems can recover and get the voters to the polls. If they can't get the voters to the polls in November, then they're in trouble. Like Chuck said, the White House always lose seats in the midterm. Well, we got to stop going with history. We got to stop going with the norm that they lose seats during the midterm. We got to change that. The Democrats are just not strong enough. I guess they were sitting back saying, well, we always lose seats because we got the White House. No, you can't go like that. You got to be able to go all in on all the races all the time.
That is true.
Here's Jamar coming in somewhere.
I'm with the evil Rob DeLoach. Dirty. Look at this shirt he got on. He gave me a white shirt.
Yeah, can you like him around those type people?
What is 2717?
It ain't for everybody.
That's the gym. That's the gym.
Iron sharpen iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
I gave Dr. Jamal a shirt. That's what he earned.
Oh, okay.
But he want to be elite.
Can I have one of them? I gotta come work out.
He's never served, so he want a gold star. He got to start out. He got to work his way up.
Okay, so I can't get one of them. I got to come work out.
You got to work your way up. There you go. Nothing is given.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll be out.
It was on a video. He said I was gonna get one of these shirts right here.
Yeah, I did. I didn't lie. You just didn't get the color I got.
Well, at least he didn't give you a pink one.
He went to Jenkins and Savannah Christian. I should have given him
He probably should have got a pink one if he went to Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still got that sweater. Everybody, this ain't for everybody. But he wants with it.
Well, Jamal, you came to chime in, or you just popping in and popping out?
I'm coming in now. I want to let you see where I was at. So when I got an attitude, y'all know why I got an attitude.
Everybody can't wait.
What gym is this?
These are big shoulders.
That's
Coach
Jenkins Boys Club.
And Coach Rob DeLoach.
Yeah, he want one of these shirts.
Coach Sam.
Hey,
Sam!
You gotta have that. Yeah. You gotta have that. Yeah. Gotta have that. Yeah. Gotta have that. Yeah, you can't. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. You're not overworking them kids.
He got a regular shirt because he regular.
You know what?
What you say about Sam?
Sam, you're not overworking them kids, are you?
They gotta die of something.
They gotta work.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
See you tomorrow.
I see you tomorrow.
We'll see him tomorrow on the Sports Reporter. All right, Coach Carter. Yeah, this is the madness.
So this is the boys' club, you said?
Well, it's the facility, but this is 2717. They rent a part of the building.
Oh,
so,
okay, okay.
So this is where they have pretty much the most elite of the athletes, and but then also but they also is not just training them to be athletes, but also training them and guiding them, let them become leaders in the community. They understand that they have a responsibility, not to just use their skills just on the field, but also to turn around and have values and to be leaders. And if they don't measure up with regards to grades, how they function with their family, like their mothers or their father going to say, hey, so-and-so ain't doing nothing. He not helping around the house or she not doing anything. Bam, they get them out. And so again, it's like saying it's about responsibility.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're through two subjects. We're on the elections and the low voter turnout on the Democratic side. And what word do you have to give to the people to tell them to come out and vote and how important it is?
My thing, when I've said to people that the best way to celebrate Juneteenth is to go out and vote in your runoff elections. The best way to celebrate Juneteenth, you might want to enjoy your barbecue, your fish fry. You might want to enjoy your program. You might want to enjoy your red water, your red velvet cake, and all that. Even if you got your ice cream from Walmart, you might want to go ahead and enjoy all of that. But guess what you might need to be doing? You need to go ahead. If you got runoff elections, you need to go ahead and celebrate Juneteenth that way. When you especially talking about that's our day of liberation and freedom. Part of your freedom is going to be based on you voting and getting people into office who can vote on issues that are important to you and look out for your interests also, who you can talk to. So the best way to celebrate Juneteenth is to go out and vote in these runoff elections. Because now I see, now I'm not trying to be controversial, but Congressman Jamal Bowen, when it says something that if these Republicans get in, and which you all know, I'm a great Republican. I am a Republican. I say Trump in 2024 and Herschel Walker. So, but again, if these Republicans get into office, it's going to be a civil war in this country. That's not to scare anybody, but it is sincerely tied to the mentality that they're perpetrating on this society right now. The division, and what some of them know, they know they should not be promoting some of this stuff, but because they want to be elected to office, they go and pimp the people.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You're right. And we're seeing it because you have these Aryan Nation and KKK, formers. I mean, now they're going after the LGBT communities, and I mean, all types of stuff is going on.
And I just throw it out there. I'm like, I just gotta say this, and I don't care, because I tell people this. And I've observed even people who say that they are Christians, that is, in particular, people who are Christians. I hear them ministers going to say, you should not tell a woman what to do with her body. You should not. And I applaud them for that, because they tell you, I am Christian, but I understand you should not tell a woman what to do with their body. So I'm trying to figure out, how do women go along with some of this madness being pushed by members of the Republican Party with regards to when they talk about abortion? Again, we understand that it comes down to that woman having a right to determine what happens with her body and her God with regards to that. So I can't understand how any woman is going to let some men dictate to them what should happen to their body when they've been traumatized, when they've been victimized, when they've been abused.
Exactly. And, well, see, maybe y'all don't watch TV, but I watched this series called A Handmaid's Tale that comes on Hulu. And A Handmaid's Tale, the premises of it was, I don't know who created it, but the premises of it was, one day we all woke up in a new America where women could only live back in biblical times. where they had no rights at all. All they could do is create babies. They were not allowed to learn or anything. And if they were caught learning, they were punished severely.
So you thinking the Republican Party is going to go to that or something for you to bring that up?
I do believe that we could, because the more we allow them to push the envelope, because the more, I mean, if they're telling us right now, okay, you can't have an abortion. I can't have an abortion in Texas. Even if I was to be raped or molested or whatever, I can't have one not in Texas. Now, the next thing on the agenda is they want to limit the types of birth control you can use. You know, so you can't even use an IUD. Hell, I got an IUD in right now. You know, so, but what I don't understand is anywhere in Texas, you could have gone 6 months ago and even now, and you had people spitting in your face for even requesting that you wear a mask because they said it was their right. It was their right not to have to wear a mask. So if it's your right not to have to wear a mask and you can kill somebody, We ain't killing no, we're taking control of our own bodies, and if we don't want to bring a life into this world, we don't have to. We shouldn't have to. But what they were doing during the pandemic was coughing on folk, whatever, and saying, hey, it's my right. So how is that right, more important than the rights of women?
Well, I don't think it's, I'm not even going to say it. We got Stacey and Kemp tied. No, Kemp is leading Stacey in the polls. That's polls they do. I don't know who they call because they don't call me. And then you got Warnock and Herschel supposed to be tied. So if you got Herschel, people like Herschel Walker, what kind of people are those? Like Herschel Walker's a damn idiot. He's on our subject in a few minutes. But Herschel Walker, man, think about it. Really? Herschel Walker.
All I can say is
Georgia failed him. At the University of Georgia, they failed to educate this man properly.
Yeah,
Herschel Walker
y'all gonna have the Special Olympics y'all gonna have the Special Olympics of Congress people.
Yeah. Herschel Walker probably was one of those people that everybody's talking about that they just passed because they're an athlete, because the dude couldn't have passed no classes. He's so silly, it's a shame. Anyway.
No, he's not silly. He is retarded. He is retarded.
That's not a politically correct word. What you say, Jamal?
I don't know. What we saying now? Delayed. He's delayed.
Mentally challenged. What you say, Jamal?
I was going to say this when you were asking a question about, kind of alluded to with regard to what the Republicans were going to do. Listen, we have now finding out on January 6th, they were trying to have a coup d'etat in the United States. And so Republican legislators, congressmen, and other elected officials were going along with it, even the highest office of the land. And I think what came out that they were even saying that they'll lynch the vice president. That's how far this is going, and that this is going to get even more glaring about the stuff that has been reported, and that Fox News has refused to report. They just now started putting some information out there. So here it is. So yes, I'm telling people. So what Julius Hall is saying, what Chandra McKeithen is saying, what I'm saying, guess what? This is not extreme. This is not a movie. This is your reality right now in this country. Here you go, folks. January 6th want to have a coup d'etat of this nation and then have an authoritarian government. You can't go out the country, outside the United States and go and say, oh, wait a minute. This is how they function. You are trying to have that in this country right now. And guess what? They are in positions of power right now. And so, yes, they're trying to manifest. And that you even have the wife of a Supreme Court justice who's down with it. And I got to say, that's Julius Hall's homeboy's wife. And in fact,
no, he went
that's
to
Julius Hall. That's Julius Hall's cousin. No, he went to St. Pius, but he's part of the Hall family. Because the Hall family is throughout the entire city.
Jenkins. St. Pius turned into Jenkins. It's a good segue into the January 6th hearings. Have y'all been watching the hearings?
Yeah. I mean, all of the stuff that they're revealing, I'm not understanding our Justice Department. And I'm trying to understand why they're just sitting there when they have laid out so many charges.
You can go and arrest these people right now, take them before a grand jury, and it be over, because they really were a part of this January 6th coup d'etat.
Yes. You know, but see, even the Congress, I mean, even the Congress people or the Senate people, they don't want to outright say our justice system, our Justice Department ain't worth a crap. You know, I mean, because they're trying to be kind about it, saying, well, we can only lay out, you know, we've only brought out what happened, and it's up to our Justice Department to do, you know, to do whatever they're going to do. No, obviously they're not planning on doing anything. You know, I mean, and that's the scary part, that you can lay out a whole movie about what this man did, what his connection was. The president said that the vice president should have been damn murdered. I mean, come on, people.
That's insane. His own vice president. That's why I might say, wait a minute. Are we that insane as a nation that we still want to follow up and justify and rationalize?
Okay.
And so when they have done some polls, they've discussed how people who would call themselves Republicans, how they have certain leanings with regards to this. And I'm like, you all are not functioning with reality. And this is sad. And that, again, like I said, and we have them elected to office.
But and then they present themselves to be conservatives and Christians. Well, I'd rather give me the going to hell LGBT and the drug dealers and anybody else that's going to hell. I'm gonna need to be in their car, because if this is what Christianity look like and what conservatism looks like, I just don't want it. I don't want it. It's just crazy.
And to add on to something what you're saying, Chandra, what is so frightening also is that I had to go to Okeechobee in South Carolina, you know, in Beaufort County, in Jasper and Beaufort County on Sunday. And so the advertisement for people running for office, they made sure to say that they were conservative Christians or conservative. But then I look at the Darien newspaper today, and here you got two candidates that I saw, their advertisement saying that they were conservative Christians and talk about the talent and stuff that they believe in. I'm like, this is they just throwing labels out there like that. And I'm like saying, if you are a Christian, that is not being Christian, that is being devilish, and that's being evil. And so conservatism now borders on the line of being almost satanic. And so I tell people, you cannot wrap yourself in the flag and talk about you're a patriot when in actuality you are demonic.
Yes.
That is true. That is very true.
I mean, And all of those people that tried to overthrow the government on that day with the flags in their hands, one flag would be the American flag, and then the other flag was that Confederate flag. You know, I mean, and then beating the officers with the flags, and I mean, this all is just contrary to what you are saying.
So is anybody going to jail? The thing is, that's what we need to know. The Democrats are in control, and they're still being weak. The Democrats need to do a power grab and just go arrest everybody that has something to do with that, and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, you know what? You know who's going to jail? These no, they wasn't poor souls. They were just dumb souls. The dumb souls that were sheep, that were following this, that were listening to the whistle calls, you know, because all of the big people, that girl, his daughter-in-law, whatever, that got $60,000 for 2 minutes of speaking, and the idiot I didn't even understand what the hell she was talking about.
Well, you know, he created this fund, the election fraud fund, or what was the name of the election defense fund, and he got $250 million out of some stupid donors. Anybody donated to that, knowing Trump is a crook, knowing Trump ain't nothing but a con man, and you still giving them your money, you're just an idiot. Trump don't really care about you. Trump is just trying to save himself, and if he can't save himself, then he's going to go down. And that's what we're all looking for, him to go down. They need to do a power trip and just go and get all of them. He threw his own
daughter under the bus.
Yeah, because even
he threw his own daughter. What you say?
What you say, Jamal?
Jesus.
I was saying that even Jared Kushner. See, because I'm curious about it, because there's information about it that Kushner began to disassociate himself from Trump and what Trump was saying. So I'm curious to find out that what has been the dialogue, or what was the dialogue about that. So I might say, so Ivanka and all of them probably began to realize, like, wait a minute, this is a problem. And so, yeah. So you see that this person is not worthy of anyone's loyalty, because he's not loyal to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, this will be all for naught if this committee doesn't make some recommendations for the FBI to go and arrest a bunch of people, even some congressmen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is history that's going to be in our history books for 200 years from now. These people need to be made to pay for what their involvement was in this.
Man,
they need to be.
This is going to be an eyesore on history for many, many years to come for the Republicans, really. But the horrible part about it is that they don't care. They're past that point of caring. You know, as long as none of them go to jail, shit, what they care about? They about how y'all feel about them. They don't care. They don't even care about how Jesus feel about them. They don't wear them bracelets talking about what would Jesus do. They don't care. Because they just don't care. They are not conservatives, and most of them are not Christians.
Now, I'm going to disagree with my beloved sister and Julius Hall. And y'all say that this is going to be reported 200 years. No, because CRT, they're going to promote CRT. And so CRT going to stop that. It is called, they're going to stop criticize Republican theory. They will not allow any criticism of Republican theory. Yeah. That's what CRT, right. That's right. They're going to make sure they squelch that, because y'all going to try to do that. And they're going to say, that's CRT. That's criticize Republican theory. They ain't going to let that happen. I'm just saying. So that's the new CRT. That's the new CRT. criticize Republican theory. They gonna try to stamp that out. They ain't gonna let y'all talk about it. They gonna punish Julius Hall when he brings that up, and Sergeant McKeithen when she bring it up. They gonna come at us saying, "See that? They hate us. They hate Republicans. That's why I criticize Republican theory. That's what they're about."
Yeah, because if they can stop somebody from talking about it and cut off their funding, why can't they make a law to stop us from talking about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, who would you like to go to jail with Trump? Who would you like to go to jail with Trump to be his roommate?
That guy, what's his name? The head of the House minorities.
Kevin
McCarthy.
Kevin McCarthy.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. All of his advisors.
I like Jenny Thomas to go. I like him her and Trump to be in the same cell, and why Clarence wondering what Trump doing to his wife at night. Jackson John said, "I hate to agree with you, but what you write, they're not going to let that happen, and they're going to take it out of the books." Well, we'll see. I don't know whether they're going to be able to take this out of the books. Yeah, Steve Bannon needs to go also. You're absolutely correct, because Steve Bannon is threatening Bill Barr now for Bill Barr telling the truth about Trump being an idiot. And Bill Barr is letting everybody know Bill Barr is trying to save himself, so he won't be in the history books later on. It's all about legacy.
He's still going to be there.
Yeah.
He's still going to be there. And
Jenny Thomas definitely needs to go. Clarence Thomas, I think he's on that movie. What name of that movie? Wake Up? What name of that movie? Where they hypnotize the black guy. The name of the movie where they hypnotize the black guy and they taking them and took him
to the sunken place.
Huh?
Took him to the sunken place. He went to the sunken place.
Right. Get out. Get out. That's in it. And that's the name of it. Get Out, right?
I don't know. I don't watch.
You didn't see the movies Get Out?
Mm-mm. I don't watch those kind of movies. Mm-mm.
Really? You need to go back and watch Get Out.
Okay.
But anyway, that's how Clarence Thomas is. I think something's wrong with Clarence Thomas. I don't know. He not only that, he got an ugly wife.
I'm talking about. I don't understand how it had to be her family money, because it couldn't have been her beauty.
You got to be.
That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Sherelle. I remember a second ago. It's fun that Trump set up. It was with election laws. They got enough to go arrest Trump now. Mm-hmm. He set up a defense fund and used the money to pay people. Didn't report the money correctly. Used the money for stuff that he couldn't use it for. They got enough to do Trump right now.
Yeah.
But they won't. And I don't understand it. See, what that tells everybody in this country is that some people is above the law, when no man is supposed to be above the law.
Yeah.
No man. So we got two more subjects, and we're going to get on through it. If we take another 20 minutes on this here, we'll get out of here early. And I can go find something to eat. And Jamal, after he done worked out so hard, can go find something to eat. He came here last night and stole all the fish off the stove and left.
Well, but you had said I could have it. So now that's how you talk about me. You just like that Robin. See that? Y'all just lie. Y'all lie. Y'all tell me I can have all the food. You say I can have the gold T-shirt and see you can't. That's why.
That's why you're Republican.
That's right. That's why. I am a card-carrying Republican Party member.
Okay. let's get on this here real quick. And it was before we got two subjects: restrooms and Herschel Walker. We're gonna get on the restrooms, and then we'll go back to Herschel Walker, and we'll end with Herschel Walker, because we already did do Juneteenth. Same-sex restrooms. How y'all feel about that? And this is gonna be a Georgia thing because of Georgia. They passed it in Georgia. Then Savannah passed a policy also that was similar to the Georgia law that's going into effect. I think they got to wait a year or two for the one in Georgia to go into effect. But same-sex restrooms, would you like your daughter going into the bathroom with a grown man and you're not there?
Heck no.
Well,
I mean, especially if it's just one restroom, heck, when he come out, you go in. But if all of these restrooms, like how they have them in the movie theaters and stuff like that, everybody's going in, that is the making for a lawsuit. That's a making for a lawsuit because everybody going in restroom, we already know that you have people that are not right. You have perverts that go in there with cameras and stuff, even in the same-sex restrooms. So how is it going to be when you're unleashing your daughter into or you going into a bathroom where there's potentially some perverted man, that can entrap you some way? I wouldn't feel safe. I don't know who did this. Who did that?
Mm-hmm.
Who passed that? Who did this?
I don't think they weren't reading the law right, and it passed even in City Hall. Then when they finally went back and read it, you had some council people, Alicia Miller Blakely, Keisha Gibson Carter, and Bernetta Lanier and Stella Shabazz, that were, after they read it, they realized that it was wrong. The unisex restrooms are not safe for our children, not even little girls or little boys. So why would you even think about that? You should defy that all the way up to the Supreme Court if anybody tried to make you do anything like that. That's the thing. We instead of governing for the people, if you're not doing what's needed for the people, everything that you do when you're an elected official, is it good for the people? If it's not good for the people, then I'm bucking against it. And when I buck against it, you think I don't have any tact or decorum. You think I'm being unorderly, unruly. You think I'm being rude and dishonorable. But I'm really fighting for the little man. But you don't understand it because you've never seen it before. Because all you've ever had was Johnny come lately, step and fetch it type Negroes who want to just do whatever needed to be done and like the pat on the back and never read the stuff. Now it's being read. Now people are advocating for doing the right thing for the people, and y'all still don't appreciate it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, and there's no need for changing. Now, I do agree that, in concession to the LGBTQ population, if you identify as a man or if you identify as a female, and I mean totally identify, dress, look, everything. You go into the bathroom that you identify with, but I don't feel like unleashing. I wouldn't even unleash my 17-year-old in a bathroom where he could come into contact with other 16-year-old girls. That is a making for a mess.
For the woman saying that he was watching her, for the woman saying that he touched her, raped her.
Yes.
Why would you even
why are you trying to set people up?
Yeah.
That's a setup if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
And to add on to what Chandra is saying, that there's an individual who's here in Savannah right now. This is what occurred. He's at his apartment. He's married. He's at his apartment. A neighbor comes there to the house. He has his shirt off and basically his pants, are down. And so the neighbor, who's like 16 years old, 16 or 15 years old, comes to the door. And he answers the door. So, and he's like that. And so she says that mom and daddy, so-and-so had exposed himself to me. So what happened, they went and he was prosecuted by the district attorney's office, by Meg Heatham. And so what occurred, that he is now a registered sex offender.
Okay.
So, and this is prior to all that. So that's why my thing is like, okay, you have situations that occur. And so now you're going to tell me saying that my daughter, my son could not be in a facility with other people who are pedophiles, who are deviant, that I'm going to now subject them to that, or that they go, and that's not saying that when I'm talking about when I'm not around. That just the fact that they go to, especially to a Walmart, if they go to some other establishment, again, I'm not around, they're at a game, and that occurs, and then something happens to them, right? Just like Sean just saying, like this sets us up, the entire society. And now I'm going to say this right here, and the people who are going to probably get punished for stuff like that more so, they're going to be people of African descent. That is the deal. That is the reality that we're dealing with right now regarding the criminal justice system. You're going to find that people, at some time, innocent people are now going to be, their entire character is going to be assassinated, and they're going to probably spend some time in the criminal justice system.
Yeah. All the laws that they're making.
I felt uncomfortable. This, that, and the other. All this is going to be. It's going to be the Emmett Till 2023 edition.
Yeah. Or the Clarence Thomas high-tech lynching. Julius cousin. Julius cousin.
But they all the laws that they're passing lately have been against us. Y'all, just look at it. Even the voter laws, they're to stop us. The gun laws that they're passed recently in Georgia is to make sure that we got a gun on them so that the police can be justified in shooting, because it's going to make more people want to carry a gun. And then because of you thinking that the other person got a gun, you want your gun. And then somebody got to die if there's any beef. So all these laws that they're passing is against to hurt black people. And people just don't see that. It's the truth. There's nothing racist about what I'm saying. It's just the truth. We're going to be more impacted by these things that they're doing. They know this. This is why they passed them.
Yeah, because we definitely, even though I'm a Second Amendment supporter, but I dare not walk around with my AR-15, just out in public if I don't want to get shot to death, without any questions asked. I could be legit out there, actually hunting a deer with my AR-15. But as soon as I walk out my car, I'm going to get ambushed. Police pulling up all over everywhere. And if I don't drop the damn thing quick enough, I will be the dead girl that had an AR-15. And that will just be that.
And next people will forget about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, all of these shootings. Did y'all see where I think it was down in Florida? No, it was in Dallas the other day where somebody tried to shoot up a camp. But it was a whole it was a camp where there was a whole bunch of black kids, over 200 black kids. But before he could even, well, he was trying to get in, and they went and hid the kids and everything, and they shot him. They were like, "Oh no, this ain't no Uvalde. This is Dallas. We're gonna go ahead and get you up out of here." And yeah, they didn't wait. He shot one time into that one of the classrooms, and that was all he got. He got off because because they sent him to his maker.
All right.
So, for any would-be copycatters out there,
Well, our last subject tonight, and we're doing good time. We got about 15 minutes to talk about this guy. Our show tonight will be an hour and 15 minutes. So we got about 13 minutes to talk about y'all favorite. This is Jamar's cousin. They both are walkers, but Jamar is really a walker.
Yeah.
He's from Wrightsville. Jamar's whole family is from Wrightsville, and they're walkers. So Jamar really is a walker. Herschel Walker.
I'm gonna tell Gilbert what you're saying. So I'm gonna tell Gilbert Walker what you're saying too. I'm gonna tell Gilbert. I'll make sure I tell
Gilbert. Your cousin, right?
Yeah, Gilbert is my cousin. Yeah, I'm telling Gilbert.
The Walkers. Y'all are all from
Wrightsville.
I put it all together.
And guess what? And Alicia Miller Blakely, Councilwoman Alicia Miller Blakely, is in the family too. So that's her cousin too.
Yeah,
all y'all kin to this mentally challenged person.
Yeah, they kin to Herschel Walker. Let me tell you what happened. Jamal left his phone down, and we were looking, and the phone went to ringing, and we say Herschel Walker. Say, you know Herschel Walker? And so Keisha Gibson, she picked the phone up and she said hello, and it was Herschel Walker. Really, Herschel Walker. And he was asking, "You see my cousin Jamal? Jamal? Damn, we got that cool."
Jamal.
He said, "We got that cure." He didn't say cure. He said, "We got that cure for COVID down here. We got that cure for COVID." And he said, "Yeah, they don't want to talk about it, though. They don't want to talk about that." But that's what Herschel was talking about to his cousin. He was calling his cousin to make sure his cousin didn't get it. That was right after Jamal caught it. He wanted to make sure that he had the cure. But you can tell everybody Herschel your cousin Jamal. It's all right.
My grandmama is furious with you right now. My grandmama is furious with you right now, Julius. My grandmama is probably cussing right now.
Yeah, don't make the old people cuss, Julius.
You got access to Herschel Walker. See, you heard him earlier say Donald Trump and Herschel Walker, right? Walker, he can't go against his cousin.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so, okay, so Herschel Walker said the other day that he had a cure for COVID. When you walk in, it'll cure you. And when you walk out, if you got any on you, it'll cure you too. What is wrong with this dude? He like Donald Trump talking about you want to drink the damn Clorox.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Is it anything like the Clorox or the light? That shining the light. I don't know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Then he lied again, Jamal, and said that I've been in law enforcement all my life. They say Herschel ain't never been, he's not a sworn officer nowhere in the country. He's never been to the police academy except to talk to them. And he's not, all he do is lie.
No, what he meant is that he's been close to law enforcement because he has been arrested.
Oh, that's what.
Chandra, I'm gonna let you know something right now. My great grandmama Oh, she mad as hell right now with you. What you just said. My great grandmama ain't happy with what you just said. My great grandmama, and so now I know my granddaddy probably spitting tobacco out his mouth right now. He probably want to spit some tobacco on you.
He got arrested for beating one of his girlfriends.
See again, my family right now, because y'all know I don't talk about any of my family members, my friends, publicly. I don't discuss any of that. So Chandra Bakitha, I'm letting you know, my great grandmama, she probably mad. She's probably mad.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. It was gonna come out. Because he definitely was a spousal abuser. I mean, that.
Her name's Chandra. She don't live here. She in Texas.
I cannot.
You catch your next flame out there to whip her ass? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. No, I have nothing to do with it. You said I didn't say nothing. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
What do you want to say?
Love you. Bye. I told you.
Well, y'all can protect him all you want. But
you gotta cut it off.
All I can say is that's what he meant by he's been near law enforcement all his life.
Or it is called Julius Hall and Chandra McKinney called citizen arrest. That you have the power to arrest anyone doing wrong. So that means that you have been involved in law enforcement. So citizens arrest. He's been able to do that. He has the power to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know no black person that's had that power. But okay. All right. He must have lived somewhere else, like Idaho. Somewhere. Because I know he lived in Texas, and I know he didn't have that power in Texas. And now he lives in Georgia. And no, that didn't happen.
And see, Julius,
we're gonna have to do Herschel the same way we did Trump. We just gonna have to do that that fact check every time he says anything. But the good thing is that we're not going to have to do that too often because he's not going to be in public very often. He's not going to have a debate against anybody but a doorknob.
Well, he's dumb as a rock, and everybody already know that he's dumb as a rock. We got about 6 minutes, and we're gonna y'all heard he got a secret child, right?
That's a rumor.
Well, I mean, rumors do most times more than often be a truth. So Herschel Walker has a secret child out there that he's hiding from everybody. He takes care of the child, but he's hiding the child from everybody. But he won't tell black men that they should man up and be great dads when they say that he's hiding from that illegitimate child that he had.
That's because he does not want the child to be exposed to the negative journalists who are out there, who are part of various conglomerates or corporations, media corporations, that they don't want the child to be exposed to that because that can be traumatic for a child or to your family. So it's about protection. It's about cloaking the family right now. And I can tell you, my granddaddy probably, if he had a gun right now, Julius, he would probably shoot you if he saw you. I'm just letting you know that. So you need to be, because again, the stuff you're saying about the family, you trying to say that we are all dumb in the family. We're not dumb in the family.
No, you're not dumb.
No, my granddaddy said all of us, because you talk about one of us, you talk about all of us.
No, I don't believe that you're dumb. I just believe that the Walker side.
Yeah. You ain't the Walker side. You ain't the Walker side. You and Gilbert and Skip y'all. It went straight to Herschel. Herschel's dumb as a rock.
Yeah. So I don't know what them Walkers was doing. They probably was dating each other.
Y'all seen Warnock's last commercial?
No,
No.
He don't say a word on it until the very end. He said, I think he said, I'm Raphael Warnock and I endorse this message. He never said a word. He let Herschel speak the whole time. Warnock commercial.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Well,
I
think I may have seen it, but I try to ignore the stuff that disparage my relative.
Your cousin. Warnock make the best commercials. He really does have some great commercials, and that last Herschel Walker commercial was just outstanding. Talk stuff.
I'm gonna have to go and look it up.
So when Herschel comes to Savannah, do you want to meet him, Julius? Oh, you did meet him on the track field, but he demolished Tompkins when he came. But
people got to be. And now Jamal went out. Now we back. They say at this time of the night everybody's on the internet, so you get less. Your speed slows down or something. But
did you say I had said, when he comes to town, do you want to meet him? But I said Herschel. When Herschel comes to town, do you want to meet him? I said, but you did meet him on the track field when he demolished Tompkins, in track. So, but this time
he did. He looked back at everybody like Usain Bolt. Before Bolt, it was Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker left Vernon, one of the fastest guy in the state, because he won the 110 high hurdles that year. Herschel Walker left him and was looking back at him. That's how fast Herschel was. But and right there at Groves High School on the track field back in 1978. 1978, Herschel was right here. Yeah. But anyway, Herschel dumb as a rock. I think the Rock smarter than Herschel, and I don't know how anybody could say they want to vote for him. That's if you voting for Herschel Walker, you got to be saying, I just hate black people. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude is the epitome of the slave master off of Django.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Master got a cold, I got a cold. Master sick, I'm sick. Herschel Walker is just ooh. And I tell him to his face, y'all ain't got to worry about it. I tell Herschel Walker to his face, he's an idiot.
Well, if he's around at y'all next family reunion, Torrey, I want to come. Please invite me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so we can throw rocks at y'all.
Oh no.
Me and Sanjay gonna be behind the bush throwing rocks. And he gonna say, y'all felt that? He's so dumb he ain't gonna even realize that somebody throwing rocks at him.
Uh-huh. That's the COVID cure. The cure. That's the cure.
The cure. What you say, Jamal?
My great grandmama already about to fly. She already about to fly to Texas when they come get Chandra right now. Because they're the type be like, you ain't gotta wait. We ain't gotta wait for that. We can get something going right now. They might want to do a live next week on the Rabble. Just let y'all know.
Come on.
And let y'all see the AR-15s too. Let y'all see the AR-15. Let you know.
Me too, Ivan. I would vote Mike Tyson too. I mean,
well, anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go for the night. We did an hour and a half. Bernard is in Miami with his basketball coach. Robert had an issue he had to go take care of, and Tiffany is the new commissioner, and I haven't seen her since the week after she won, so she might just be up studying. You got 6 months before you take office, girl. Let us know where you at. And what else? Who else? Charlie Brown will be back in a couple of weeks, he said.
Oh, child, please. I'm not holding my breath.
He's watching right now.
I'm not holding my breath, Charlie.
He just texted me and said that he is watching. So Charlie Brown will be back in a couple of weeks. And we're glad y'all tuned in. Make sure y'all stay tuned for tomorrow. Mona Lisa Monroe. Guess who her guest is? It's me and Charlie Brown.
What?
Me and Charlie Brown on the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show in the morning, 10 a.m. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
I thought you was gonna say it was gonna be Herschel on the show.
No, Herschel's not invited. Herschel's not invited. We're not inviting Herschel to nothing until the family reunion with what y'all gonna have.
Okay.
You know,
The Walker family reunion. And then what y'all gonna have is y'all ain't gotta worry about being a super spreader because Herschel got the cure for COVID. So
or we can have an episode of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and then invite
no.
them.
No.
You know.
Are you smarter than a rock?
No, because when my people finish drinking that Georgia Lightning, they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready to strike because we like Georgia Lightning in my family. We like Carolina Lightning, Georgia Lightning. Y'all might call it moonshine. So, but we call it Georgia Lightning, Carolina Lightning. So when they get that in their system, y'all as good as dead. I'm just let y'all know.
Okay. All right.
We'll wait and see because we heard that the Walkers don't do nothing but talk. Mona Lisa Monroe, 10 o'clock in the morning, taking the journey together. Our love and relationship show at 6 o'clock. 2 therapists in the microphone at 7 o'clock. Ebony Sports Reporters with yours truly, Jamar Torre, as the host tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Expressed Opinions at 9 o'clock. We got 5 great shows plus a repeat of this show and a couple of the other shows. Unjust is next. Unjust is next. 9 o'clock, tune in to Unjust. Make sure you tune in to Unjust. The Rabble and Run Tell That will be repeated, and Unjust, those 3 shows. So you got 8 great shows tomorrow to watch. They'll all be on right here. All right?
All right. Bye, guys.
You still woke?
All right.
Or still you sleep?
like that.